time.
Can you sell me a pack of strings, please?
No, he bought a John. I don't know if he bought a John Suhr, but he was playing John Suhrs that day, and I was sitting like watching him play, and it ruined my week.
Yeah,
because
he's pretty tall.
he's fucking amazing. I mean, he's like amazing. That guy is a whole different level of guitar player, and like, you know, but again,
Kids, don't let people ruin your week.
Yeah,
you know?
he didn't ruin my week. It fucking totally.
Don't let that happen.
He has some serious legato, like.
Take it as inspiration, not weak.
He's got great left hand. He's got a great right hand. He does all the hybrid picking stuff really well, and he plays. I don't know if I posted that thing that he did for guitar techniques.
You may have.
He did this thing where he was like he imitated like a million different players back to back.
Yeah.
And it was like
Al
Di
Meola. And it's like one song. It's
one
like a
song,
3-minute song, and he's got everybody's different.
Yeah, he does like
style.
the Edge, and he does like.
He writes for. He does a lot of stuff for guitar techniques.
Yeah, guitar techniques. That's why it's my favorite magazine. Man, I love that magazine.
Well, he had a whole Sean Lane thing where he.
All
this Sean Lane tablature. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, it's great. Sean is a guy that I got to. You guys, Sean Lane's instructional video, the REH videos.
Yeah.
You know the live sections of that. I was sitting front row center for that. That was shot while I was at GIT, and then I got to hang out after he shot that. After he did the concert in the green room with him and Alexander Dumble from Dumble Amps, and just talk about guitars and stuff.
We'll have to censor that part out. Dumble guy doesn't like his name mentioned apparently. Or something.
Is he still alive?
I guess.
Well, let me just say straight up that Alex was a hell of a nice guy. I
think he's kind of become a bit of a Howard Hughes kind of guy.
He's always been a bit of a Howard Hughes kind of guy, but he was a very nice guy that night. And Sean
thanks to an $18,000 amp that I don't want to own.
Yeah. Go visit the gear page and and pick up the latest Dumble discussion thread there.
Yeah. I saw Larry Carlton with two of them on stage, and
he sounded twice as bad.
You know, I'll say,
dude, you could get that sound out of a black-bass Fender.
Well, you know what? I've played through Dumbles. I've played through a couple of Dumbles in my life, and I have to say that no, you can't get that sound out of a black-bass.
I think it's the feel of them.
Yeah,
I've never actually even seen one of them.
Yeah, no amp feels like that. I mean, no amp feels like it. It's a kind of amp where it's very clean, but you have ridiculous amounts of sustain that you don't even like. It's that tone like the Blackmore tone we were talking about from Burn.
Yeah.
It's like where it sounds just like a very loud amp, but the sustain doesn't seem to go away. It feels really natural. Your picking dynamics are in a totally different place. You know, for me, because I pick so much.
If I hit it with a Boss Metal Zone, will it sound like Slayer? That's really all I want to know.
No, you know, the Metal Zone is not the way to go for Slayer. You need the what the fuck, the new Boss metal pedal. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. Not the Mega Distortion. It's the black one. That's like the.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like it's like an actual. Like I forget what it's called, but it was a good sound. We had it when I was working at Guitar Center. It was a good sound pedal, and that was like on the Boss rack.
Yeah.
I would go over and I'd plug into the Boss rack because there was a tuner, and that's the pedal I would put on because it would drive everybody crazy. Yeah.
It ought to sound great through a Dumble.
Oh, it sounded awesome through a Dumble.
What are some like licks or techniques that you've been working on forever that you just can't friggin' get?
For me?
Yeah.
Stuff that I've been working on forever. I have sweep picking, doing long like 6-string sweeps. Has always been a bitch for me. It's not my thing. It's like I when I sweep, I tend to do more of a Richie Kotzen type legato, so like those ones I was doing upstairs, where I like do more economy picking with hammer-ons in the middle. But like doing like long sweeps and making them sound good, it's just not my thing. It's never been part of. I don't hear that when I write, you know. So it's not what I do. I can do shorter sweeps and I'll do like little things like that, but like a big 6-string sweep, it's not that I can't do them.
Like that different way.
I just can't do them musically.
I always found it was easier to hire somebody that could do it than to learn it myself. If I needed that done, I'd get somebody to come in and do it.
I tell you, the thing that's killing me is that diminished legato.
That's because you're not using your pinky. You're trying to stretch with your other fingers. Like that's one of the things that like I don't.
I was always taught one finger per fret. So you don't play.
I saw Vinnie Moore. I got to take lessons from Vinnie Moore's too, and like he just has these things stacked up on each other. And I can just that sweep that skipping strings, and Paul Gilbert's got that arpeggio stuff that he does.
Yeah,
Where
this thing.
Paul Gilbert doesn't sweep though, does he?
He does.
He's
sweep
got like
sometimes,
this
but-
broken up sweep
Yeah, he
picking
does, but he
thing
does
that's
these,
really cool.
He does the string skip like that.
Yeah, and he's got ones that he can just run like
Yeah,
back and forth.
like that. I haven't
Yeah.
done those in a long time.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Nice.
But like, what I'll do is, like arpeggios like this, like that kind of thing. Rather than play the straight arpeggio out, I'll tend to like break it up into sequences.
Right. And those are pretty close intervals too.
Yeah, I mean, but like wider interval stuff like
Let's go upstairs.
We're about out of battery anyway, guys.
But if we're gonna keep talking, we should go upstairs.
Wish I could find my strawberries, man.